Let's talk top four, shall we? Ali, Stevie, Shaka with me. Jules will be joining us in a moment. Title's done and dusted, isn't it? Liverpool are going to win it. But who will be joining him in the Champions League next season? Seems like no one really wants to. Chelsea are terrible at the moment, as are United and Spurs. Wolves are level on points with those teams. Chelsea, of course, 6 points clear at the moment. Now, according to the bookies, it is Chelsea 15-8 on to make it into the Champions League. Spurs 7-2, United 9-2, and then Wolves at 6-1. I'm going to start with Julien Laurent. Jules, do you agree with the bookies? Chelsea and Leicester?
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. It's not. I know it's not that interesting, but yeah, I think top four at the end of the season would be exactly as it is now.
So, we've got quite a long half-time break. Shaka, a little longer from you would be...
I'm going to go Leicester Wolves.
Ooh. Oh.
I just feel, and you know, you said it top down, it seems as though nobody wants to get to this top four when you look at Chelsea and how they continue to stutter. Manchester United, we've spoken ad nauseum about. Spurs just can't seem to get it right. They're, of course, still trying to contend with the injury to Harry Kane. And Wolves, who started the season poorly, drawing far too many games, only Arsenal, I believe, in the Premier League have drawn more, I think are playing the best football out of that chasing pack. I know it was a disappointing end to the game against Liverpool, but I thought some of the football we saw from them, particularly in the second half, suggests that they are best equipped to make a good run at the top four.
Here's a question for you. If you're Wolves, what do you do? Do you put out a somewhat reserve side in the Europa League to get qualification that way? Or do you think the best way is to win the Europa League? What do you do?
Steve. What is the answer to that question?
If I'm them, I would put out a weakened side in the Europa League.
Really?
Absolutely.
Because of the quality around them or lack of?
Listen, Chelsea, the teams above them, I think Wolves are a better side.
Right.
They're more consistent, they've got more about them, they're better organised. But the problem they have is they're in the Europa League. And that means that they're going to lose them the legs.
Right.
Which is why they wouldn't get in the top four, for me, right now.
I have to say, how in the world, in God's green earth, does Manchester United still have an opportunity to get in the top four? As much as we have spoken and talked about Manchester United and their struggles and how embarrassing of a season this has been, they still have a chance.
Well, the Premier League's rubbish.
Well,
that's the problem when you take City and Liverpool out of the equation. It's just not very good.
And Spurs hasn't been good, and they have a chance. And Wolves, who had a bad start of the season, they still have a chance. Having said all that, still Leicester and Chelsea.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.